It's Jason Everett from the High Performance Salon Academy, and I'm here with Steve Sleeper. What's up, Steve? How are you, man? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jason. You were pausing a little bit.
Oh,
So.
perfect. Got it. There's a little delay in there. Well, Steve Sleeper is with the Professional Beauty Association, and they have created an amazing COVID-19 relief fund. And if you have been trying to figure out as a stylist, as a salon owner, like what the heck you are going to do and how are you going to get through this crisis, I want you to know that the PBA is not leaving you to do it by yourself. So do me a favor. If you are a member of the PBA, Professional Beauty Association, or you've heard of the PBA, would you please do me a favor and comment in the chat and just say PBA, whether you're a part of them or you've at least heard of them. Do me a favor and comment in there. Steve, so good to have you on. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to talk a little bit today.
Totally. Well, we've been a huge fan of the PBA for years and years. We've partnered up with you guys on various different things. And what I love is that you guys, even though as a nonprofit, like you guys are in that spot where you have even though you guys have the opportunity to talk to lots of people in the industry. You guys have relationships with brands from all over the place. And it's a really massive opportunity for you guys to connect people with brands. And I'd love to find out a little bit about what you guys are doing with this relief fund, how it works. I know you guys have been flooded with people applying for it, but you guys are raising money. And that's what we're talking about today, is how to help raise money, because I think people need to support this fund and need to know what it's about. So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. So it's part of what we've done this for about 50 years. We've had a disaster relief fund in place to help people when they're getting hit by a natural disaster, hurricane, fire, floods, something regional.
Totally.
This obviously is a whole new level of magnitude for everyone. So, typically we have parts of the country that are healthy and supporting those who are in need. Right now everyone's in need. So we modified that disaster relief fund to set up a separate fund just for COVID relief. And the whole idea was to streamline the application process, try and put $500 cash awards into the hands of beauty professionals who need it and get it into their hands as fast as we can. One of our big challenges has been people think, hey, we're starting off with a massive war chest of millions of dollars. That's just not reality, right? So
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
it's a little different. This is unlike a government bailout. It's not like it was pre-funded with millions of dollars, because I know somebody on here was like, hey, I didn't get mine yet. And it's like, this is not about like, there will be opportunities for people to get it. This is not just a straight out, everybody who applies will necessarily get it. You're currently on the path to find people to help fund this, so then it can be distributed out to the rest of the world. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the approach, right? So we've raised about a little over $500,000 so far.
That's awesome.
Which is great, but it's still, a drop in the bucket. So we need to raise more. We've already started awarding funds. We've done a round last week. We did a round this week. We're preparing another round of funding. People apply and it goes into a lottery. So when there's funds accumulated, we do a lottery. We draw all the names to exhaust that round of funding. We send it all out, and then we start it all up again. So
that's huge. And I know a lot of people were asking, like, how does it work? And I think the lottery system is an interesting way to do it, because again, to your point, it's not like you're saying, look, apply and tell us, who has the harder story, because everybody's in a hard spot right now, right? Is to your point, is as funds come in, and I know every time you guys fund, you can release money to other people. So I know there's people out there that have already been funded through your fund, and it's one of the most incredible things that I've heard. And again, as PBA, like, you guys have so many resources that are available. How do people go online and contribute to the fund, and how do people go apply for the fund?
Yeah, it's in the same place, right? So I was telling, the best place for people to go is go to the website. Go to probeauty.org. It's right on the homepage. You'll see not only the relief fund and the application and the donation, but a ton of resources on the COVID situation, right? We've built a bunch of great webinars. We've got some series going now. We've got a bunch of guidance for people on what they're eligible for and not. We're trying to make it as easy to navigate as we can, because there's a lot of confusion. There's just a lot of information flowing around. So
yeah, and we did some work where we did some help with the the PPP loans, the EIDL loans, and some of that stuff, and we put that out there. But this is really something that any person who doesn't necessarily have a very large salon or that's an individual that's in the salon industry that can apply for. And I think what you guys are doing is just completely outstanding. I think it's really world class of you guys. What are some other benefits inside PBA? I mean, you were mentioning right before we went live about a free membership. Can you talk about that? And then let's talk about some other other member benefits that exist inside PBA that people really, when they're hurting the most, can take advantage of and be able to use to their fullest.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, we've waived the membership fee for the preferred member, which is an individual membership. It's normally $50 a year. So we've waived the fee through the end of April.
So good.
We've extended it out so people can have access to the benefits. We got a great healthcare telemedicine benefit that people can take advantage of, especially when they're stuck at home. It's got some counseling and guidance services as well. So if people are feeling really stressed out about stuff. We've got a host of information in terms of other insurance benefits as well, plus show discounts.
Yeah, and the telemedicine, real quick, I wanted to ask about that because I think that the price on that is really inexpensive. Like through PBA, they can pay, how much is it per month? Do you know offhand for the telemedicine?
I think it's less than $20 a month or something
like that. So I want you guys to hear this. If you're sitting at home and you're feeling, depressed, and you're trying to figure it out, or you're getting sick and you don't have health care and you don't have any way to go in, and you would normally go to urgent care, but you're worried about it. If you go and get and I just want to make sure I got this right, Steve, is that if they go in and apply for their free PBA membership, that'll give us access to this $20 a month benefit that gives them the telehealth, like unlimited calls, and like it's all a whole benefit that they have access to, including other support besides like, if they're ill or something like that. Is that correct?
Yep, that's exactly it.
So,
get on, join, get your comp membership, and then get access to everything that we offer.
It's super good. And are they eligible for that if they're on unemployment, if they were booth renters, if they are anybody? Is it for anybody? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, huge benefit and bonus. And by the way, if this is the first time you've ever heard about this benefit program through the PBA, either for the telehealth or for this relief fund that's been initiated, do me a favor and say first time in the comment section. Steve, what are some other things that you've just heard? What are some stories about what you guys are doing and how it's been helping people? Do you have anything like that you could just share some good news with us right now?
Yeah, I mean, people that have gotten some of the funds have been, over the roof. Our big fear was, look, it's not a lot of money. We've been inundated with applications. I mean, sure. we knew there'd be a lot, but it is a lot. And our fear was we're going to let people down. We're not going to be able to help them enough. And the folks who've gotten some of the funds are just sending back, heart-wrenching, tear-breaking stories of, hey, this helped me pay my rent for this time. I'm pregnant. I'm out of work. My mom is sick. It's just stuff that, they're thankful for. Not only the money, but I think it sends the right message of the industry's trying to help its own, right?
That's right.
Even if we know we're never going to be able to help everyone, you got to do something, right? We got to step up and try and help as best we can.
Yeah, and I think this is really important for people to know, because I know this has been a challenge to kind of just get communicated clearly. I'd love to be able to help. Is that if you're on this video right now and you are not inside the beauty industry, you can absolutely still give. So I would just challenge you right now, like two ways. At least this is my thought. Steve, tell me if this is okay. Hopefully it is. Yeah. We're on live, so hopefully it'll be okay. But I was gonna say is that you can go and give. Like if you've got some money right now and you're like, you know what, I love working with my stylist, and I'm not able to see them right now, they can actually go in and contribute to this fund, and you will help out a stylist through the Pro Beauty Association, and you'll really be able to help and support somebody. Even if you only donate $1, $5, $10, like whatever you can donate, it's very helpful. So take that Starbucks that you didn't buy today and donate it to the Pro Beauty Association, because they're helping stylists. Because if you are going to work every single day right now, you are luckier than the stylists that have to be at home and that can't go in to work every single day. So if you've got the availability to give right now, please do me a favor and be willing to give. And the other thing I would just encourage, and this is why I'm saying hopefully Steve you'll be in endorsement of this, but like the other thing I would encourage is get on the phone, call up your stylist, and like you can support your actual stylist that you deal with every single day. Is like call them and buy a gift card from them. Prepay for this month. Like my haircut budget still exists inside my bank account. Like if I gave that to my stylist right now, you're probably helping that stylist pay their rent, pay their mortgage, pay whatever they're paying for right now. Make sure they put food on the table, even though you're not using that service. If you want to make sure your stylist is there, or stylists in general are there, do things like make donations to the PBA, call up your existing stylist, and just serve in any way that you can, because right now they need help, unlike a lot of other industries right now.
Yeah, Jason, that's it, right? That we've been asking and getting to the consumer press as well with, hey, you want to help your licensed professional, donate to the fund, right?
Yeah.
Buy a gift card, prepay for a service, donate to the fund. Those are all options. And, we've had some great support from the brands who've stepped up, and some of them made some big donations when, they're laying off their own teams. So it is so much appreciated what they've done to step up to the plate. but we know the real dollars are going to come from lots and lots of smaller donations from lots and lots of people. So that's where we got to go.
Yeah, and I know you've said this before that, we said it before, but I want to make sure is any donation you make to this fund is a tax deductible donation, and that can be a deduction through your business or through you personally. Any of the things you, as we're talking here, Steve, just to make sure that people are encouraged and they're a part of this fund. Anything else you want to just give them as some framework here?
Yeah, it is. It is a 501c3 organization. It's charitable. You get a tax donation if you're an individual. It's all legit. We had some people saying, "Oh, is this thing a scam?" You know, and I get it, right? Today's day and age, everyone's trying to be cautious about stuff, but it's legit. And I think, you know, my last message to everyone is, hey, apply. We're doing the best we can to make sure we can get to people. The response, like I said, has been overwhelming, but we're gonna stay at it. We're gonna stay at it till we raise as much money as we possibly can and we get it all out the door, 100% of it. So
awesome, dude. That's so good. And again, probeauty.org is the website. You can go on and apply for relief if you're a stylist and you're unable to get some work done. You can go and apply for it. But more importantly, if you do have some money, I just want to make sure that you guys understand that the best way you can help, and if you love your stylist and you're seeing your roots, you're seeing your hair grown out, I want you to remember every time you look in the mirror and are like, damn it, I wish I could go see my stylist. That's $1 that you could donate. Literally, if every time you thought about that, well, that would be a lot of dollars. But if you thought about it and said, how do I serve this industry more than anything else? That would be a great way to do it. Steve, thank you so much for being on with me today. I really appreciate having you here. All the great things that you and the entire team over at the PBA do. I've enjoyed working with you guys for years and just love what you guys are about. Happy to support you in any way that we can. Thank you so much for being on today, my man.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks for having us on, and take care, everyone. Hang in there. We'll all get through this together, no doubt.
Heck yeah, we got it. Thanks for the great things that you guys do. See ya.
Take care.